catastrophic car chase. Horrific, yeah? Horrific. That's how they want us to see it. And they're so desperate for our attention as well as for our sympathy. Their brand is based on victimization. They keep being the victims and then they keep seeking sympathy from the public. As we all know, they had their Netflix docu-series, which the paparazzi photos and videos in this series were fake. There was one from Harry Potter premiere and there was another one from Katie Price's appearance for her court case in London. So in this instance, they claimed that was Meghan who was being followed by the paparazzis, whereas it was Katie Price. She was leaving the court. She had a court case. While she was leaving the court, the paps were all over her. They were chasing her. So Meghan Markle and Harry, I don't know how or I don't know what they did, but in their Netflix docuseries, that was the video they presented like it was Meghan who was in that video who was being chased. So now it seems as if they want to make another docuseries or another documentary, another film for Netflix. So they are desperate for content because as we could see, Harry was in the car taking a video of the paparazzis, the supposed paparazzis who were chasing them, while Meghan was relaxed with her mom. Her mom seemed to have been so tired for the night, and she also looked relaxed. They didn't look like people who were scared or terrified. So if you were involved in a near catastrophic car chase, it means that some people were injured. There was an accident, like some people should be in the hospital recovering. So how can they put out such a lie? A gigantic lie. How can they do such a thing? In this video, I want to debunk the lies with receipts. First off, the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, came out after the news. The news was everywhere in CNN, BBC, MSNBC, Fox News had the headlines. Harry and Meghan were involved in a near catastrophic car chase. So the mayor was flabbergasted. So as soon as he saw it, he had a press conference. He put out a statement, and in his statement he said, if it happened, it is reckless and irresponsible. But he was flummoxed by the idea that there was a 2-hour car chase in Midtown Manhattan, because anyone who lived or who has been to New York City, especially in the area where they claimed to have been chased, will know that the traffic is bumper to bumper. Like there is no space between the cars when they are in the traffic. So it's impossible for anyone to be chased in that traffic circumstance for 2 good hours. That's gross exaggeration. He said for 10 minutes, it's dangerous, like to have a car chase just for 10 minutes. So imagine someone claiming to have had a car chase for 2 good hours. Then they should be in the morgue, right? They shouldn't be alive. But why? Why did they put out such a statement? This one shows that many people are claiming that it's their PR or it's their spokesperson who put out the statement. In my opinion, I think it's no spokesperson. This came straight from the source, from Harry and Meghan. They had it all planned out even before going to the award ceremony. Meghan wanted that kind of a scene. Like this is a similar kind of situation that happened. Her late mother-in-law, Princess Diana, she was being chased by paps and she ended up dying because the driver was drunk and she was also drunk. So why is Harry and Meghan dancing on Princess Diana's tombstone? Why are they dancing on her grave? What happened to R.I.P. Rip? Can Diana rest in peace? Can she rest in peace? So the next lie I want to debunk concerning the catastrophic car chase, oh my God, is the NYPD. When the NYPD saw this in their report, it shows that there were two NYPD officers in the whole catastrophe, right? So NYPD put out a statement that what they described didn't happen as described, because their driver was driving recklessly, and as you can see even from the video, their taxi, the cab in which they were in, was being chased by the police. You could see the police car behind their car, and at one point their driver came out from the car. I don't know if it's the driver or it's their bodyguard. He came out from the car because they were driving recklessly. The police had to check what was wrong with the driver or whoever was in the car. At that point in time, you could see from the video that there was one paparazzi guy with a camera trying to take a picture. But Meghan was still seated in the car with Harry, having his phone up, taking a video, and Doria relaxed. Meghan was posing for the camera. You can see that she was relaxed and posing and smiling. Was she scared and terrified? She didn't look like someone who was scared and terrified. So how come they will claim that they were involved in a near catastrophic car chase, a near death situation, and she will be that relaxed? How is that possible? How is that possible? At the end of it all, you could see that her makeup, she was still intact. She still looked okay, like glam. Coming out from a catastrophic car chase, you won't look the same. Your hair will be so unkempt, scattered, your dress may be shredded, but she looked okay, all well put together. How can she claim that she was in a catastrophic car chase? How? That's Harry and Meghan for you. They can create a lie from a piece of paper. A plain sheet of paper. They can create a lie from it, because their whole life, their whole brand is based on lies. These two eat lies, they breathe lies, they sleep lies, they walk lies. Everything about them is a lie. The NYPD reported that if they were so scared and a 2-hour car chase, a catastrophic car chase, the police would have known, because in New York, in Midtown Manhattan, every corner got a police station or a police checkpoint. So were they running away from the police, or they paid someone who knew the city so well to take them around the city, so circle around the city, so they can get enough shots from the paparazzis, so that the paparazzis will see them and follow them. So it was some sort of they are chasing us. That's how it was reported by Harry and Meghan. But it was on the flip side, chase us, can you chase me? Can you chase me, please? I need you to chase me. I want my privacy, but I want you to chase me. Harry and Meghan, oh my God. The next lie that I want to debunk is the taxi driver. The taxi driver was invited by Piers Morgan on his show Uncensored with Piers Morgan. So when he came to the show, he was interviewed and asked what happened? Can you give us a recollection of what happened that night? He said at one point he saw his taxi was stopped by the prince and his wife, by Harry and his wife. That's how he described them. Harry and his wife with another lady. So there were 3 of them. While narrating, he mentioned that they were the bodyguard, and Piers Morgan probed the bodyguard. He said, yes, there were not 3 of them, there were 4 of them, right? He said, yes, 4 of them. So what happened after that? He said, I drove for about a few minutes and then I dropped them off where they wanted me to drop them, and they paid me. How much did they pay you? They paid me so well. And in another interview, I heard someone was interviewing him, and he said they paid him $50 for 10 minutes. That's what he said. Practically, he drove them for 10 minutes. But Meghan, in no instance, all the pictures from that day, Meghan doesn't look terrified. All the pictures show a happy Meghan posing for the paparazzis. She was all the time posing for them and smiling and giving angles to the paps, because she knows what she was doing. Because she knows that the pictures are going to go out on social media, on magazines, on all the news agencies. She wants to be her best, because this is the first time we've seen Meghan in public after the publication of Spare and even after the coronation. So Meghan wanted this moment to be a remarkable moment, but she spoiled it. I don't know how this one thinks. When you look at her, she tries to put something good, then she spoils it. Like, is she okay? Or does she do this intentionally? Or she's just, I don't know. Like, I don't understand Harry and Meghan anymore. Like, I don't understand them. When you analyze his interview with Morgan, you will notice that the taxi driver isn't coherent or isn't honest with his interview. All the things he said, he wasn't honest, because when he started, he said 3 of them. Then later he talked about the bodyguard, so it was 4 of them. And then he talked about being paid so well. I'll put that in quotes. Why? Because being paid so well means, it can mean many things, because he might have been paid before the event. So he might be a part of the plan. He might have been a part of the plan. That's possible. Like, he might not just be a random taxi driver in Manhattan. He might have been paid before that. I don't know. They paid him and they didn't tell him what to say if he's been interviewed, or how the event, or they didn't know how the event was going to turn out. Now he debunked their lies, because he said it didn't look like it wasn't as bad as it's been reported, like it was a near catastrophic car chase. Because he just said at one point his taxi was blocked by a truck, and then all of a sudden there were so many paparazzis around his car trying to take pictures of Meghan. But in the picture, it's just 2 paparazzis there. So I don't understand. Maybe they need to share more footages of what happened, of the incident, so we can see and make a more clear and conscious conclusion. But at the moment, it's been debunked to oblivion. Like, Harry and Meghan can't their face. They need to hide their face. They need to disappear, because this is a lie. It's scary for them to say it's fake. Okay. The next lie I want to debunk is Harry and Meghan themselves. They claimed to have been in a catastrophic car chase for 2 hours. But when you look at the pictures, these people, these grifters, plus Doria Raglan, don't have seatbelts. They didn't put on their seatbelts. Anyone in a car chase, in a horrific, terrific car chase situation, the first thing that you do is to put on your seatbelt. You secure yourself, because you don't know what's going to happen the next second, the next minute, or the next hour. You secure yourself. But they were unboarded. They were relaxed. None of them had seatbelts on. So how come they don't claim that they were in a catastrophic car chase, like in a horrific, terrific car chase situation, and without seatbelts, without their seatbelts on? And also, almost all the pictures taken in that incident, Meghan looked relaxed. She was smiling to the paps. She was posing, giving angles. Anyone in a horrific car collision situation, or horrific, terrific, catastrophic car chase, will not be that relaxed and posing for the cameras and for the paps. It's impossible that Harry and Meghan were involved in a near catastrophic car chase. Another point that I want to debunk. New York City is home to the biggest celebrities that we know, to the A-listers. Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber live in New York City. They've never been in a near catastrophic car chase or in a near catastrophic paparazzi hunt. They've never been bombarded like Harry and Meghan claim. Justin Bieber's got millions and millions of followers on social media, and also he's got millions and millions of fans. They've never ever been bombarded or been involved in a near catastrophic car chase. Not to talk of the Met Gala. The Met Gala was a week before Meghan Markle's MS Foundation Awards, and all the big celebrities, the A-listers, the Kardashian clan was there. The Kardashians influential, they are prominent. Kardashians got millions and millions of followers on social media. They are big, you know, and the paps who want a shot of the Kardashians because they know that that's what is trending. Many people are hunting. Many people want to know what's going on with the Kardashians. Why were they not involved in a near catastrophic car chase, or also in a near catastrophic bombardment of paparazzi. Why? But Meghan liar, the Duke and Duchess of sausages, the Duke and Duchess of South Park, will go for a mere charity award and claim that they were involved in a near catastrophic car chase by the paparazzi. Come on, Harry and Meghan. You are insignificant. Nobody knows you without the royal titles. Without your royal titles, no one knows you. And also, Kim Kardashian's daughter was stranded outside the Met Gala event place. And she wasn't harassed. She wasn't bombarded. She wasn't in any near catastrophic situation. That's Kim Kardashian's daughter we are talking about, Northwest. She's popular as well. She's one of the most popular kids on social media, on TikTok. So they perhaps know that they will want to get a shot of Northwest because they know that that's going to bring clout to their content. So Harry and Meghan are no one knows you. No one knows you. Without the royal family, no one is interested in Harry and Meghan. Meghan, in her mind, she knows that she's popular. Like, you're popular for the wrong reasons. You're popular for dividing your husband's family, for discarding your own father, for discarding your family in total. That's what you're popular for grifting, for lying, for race baiting. That's what you are popular for. And unfortunately, that's what many people don't want to associate themselves with. That's why you see, even in Hollywood, most of the big stars don't want anything to do with Harry and Meghan. And that's why Meghan has been snubbed by the Oscars, the Met Gala, and even the coronation of her father-in-law, the King Charles III. Harry and Meghan are so desperate to rebrand, but this will take them down. Like Harry and Meghan are going down, gradually going down. Like if she went quietly to collect, if she went quietly to collect her awards from the MS Foundation, whether she bought it or she didn't buy it, that's her business, and she went home, that would have been okay. But why create a near catastrophic car chase in your mind? A pre-planned incident, premeditated. I don't know about the laws in New York, but such lies need to be punished. Such lies need to be punished. You can't just sit and lie. You can't. That's impossible. Why do you lie? Why? About the race baiting, you lied. About everything, you lie. You lie about even about your father, you lie. Why do you lie? Why do you keep lying?